They have listed on the order paper that is Wamshomba to make the statement.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was so equally wondering.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand to reply the statement by the Honorable Gathoni Wamshomba, MP, on the development of policy on standardization and production of school uniforms in Kenya. Honorable Speaker, the Committee of Implementation is established in consonancy with the National Assembly Standing Order 209. The committee shall scrutinize the resolution of the House, including adopted committee reports, petitions, and the undertakings given by the National Executive, and examine whether or not such decisions and undertakings have been implemented, and where implemented, the extent to which they have been implemented, and whether such National Assembly standing orders implementation has taken place within the minimum time necessary, and whether or not legislation passed by the House has been operationalized, and where operationalized, the extent to which such operationalization has taken place within the minimum time necessary. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 47, the Honorable Gathoni Wamshomba moved a notice of motion in regards to development of policy on standardization and production of school uniforms. This resulted into a resolution being passed on the 8th March 2023. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Member elucidated in her motion that she was concerned about the cost of uniforms, which has continued to escalate, thus becoming prohibitively expensive for the poorest within the community, with some schools demanding that parents pay uniform money to specific school accounts, a move that locks out many children whose parents cannot afford the expensive uniforms as listed by schools. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Member on 5th of October 2023 further requested for a statement from the chairperson of the Committee on Implementation regarding the implementation of resolution on standardization and production of school uniforms in the country. Honorable Speaker's Committee of Implementation, as per the dictates of Standing Order 209, the committee summoned the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Education, Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, on the 24th October 2023 to follow up on the operationalization of the resolution. He stated that it was during the time of the resolution that His Excellency the President had already constituted the Presidential Working Party on Education Reform with a wide mandate to review various aspects of Kenya's education system on financing of basic education. The views of stakeholders on school uniform were captured and stated that school uniforms are expensive for parents because school administrations collude with suppliers and force parents to purchase from a specific supplier identified by the school administration. Honorable Speaker, the Cabinet Secretary duly informed the committee that the Working Party recommended that the Ministry of Education should provide guidelines to regulate and liberalize the questions of school uniforms in basic education institutions. The ministry is currently working to implement these recommendations, which will address the concerns that were noted in the resolution by the House. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Education have put measures to further the edicts of Article 53(1)(b), which provides for the right of every child to free and compulsory basic education. Through a circular dated 30th May 2023, which is attached here under reference number MOE/HQS/3/13/3, regional and county directors of education were directed to do as follows: ensure that the stoppage or practices where schools stock uniforms and compel parents to buy them or direct the parents to purchase uniforms from specific dealers and not process the names of non-compliant schools for necessary actions within the provisions of the law. Honorable Speaker, the Cabinet Secretary accentuated the importance of the same by highlighting Regulation 67(3) of the Basic Education Regulations 2015, which stipulates that no institutions shall prescribe a specific supplier of school uniforms or any other materials for the parent or guardian. Honorable Speaker, the Cabinet Secretary also issued a directive in preparation of the Form 1 intake in 2024 to the effect of 1. No school will direct parents to any particular outlet for the purpose of purchasing uniforms, and no school will stock any uniforms and boarding related items whatsoever. And 2, no school will stock any uniforms and boarding related items whatsoever. Honorable Speaker, the letter is attached. Honorable Speaker, as the committee chair of this formidable and high regarded committee, the committee would like to summon those various school heads that have abrogated the stipulated rules by the ministry to serve as an example to the rest. I hereby submit and ask honorable members that this is core to our parents, to our poor parents. You must guard against it, and I table this so that you photocopy and make sure you go and tell our parents not to allow those nonsense to happen again in our country.
Do you have anything to say? I see you are listed on the order paper erroneously.
Yes, I think listing of my name in the order paper just tells you how